Do you remember 2011? It was a simpler time. Angry Birds was peak gaming, and Sony released a device that looked like a phone but slid open to reveal a PlayStation controller, the Xperia Play. It was a technological wonder that failed commercially, but it became a legend, a holy grail that we have been waiting 14 years to see revived. For the last decade, we've been stuck with slabs. If you wanted a game, you had to clip on a bulky controller or carry a separate device like a Steam Deck. But what if you didn't have to choose? Enter December 2025. This is the AYANEO Pocket Play. It's not just a handheld, it's a full Android smartphone with a slider mechanism. But there's a massive controversy hiding under that screen, one that might make or break this device for hardcore gamers. Is this the future of mobile gaming, or just a nostalgia trap? Let's find out. AYANEO calls this their remake philosophy. They aren't just copying old designs, they're trying to redefine them with modern tech. We've seen them do it with the Game Boy homage and the Pocket DMG, but the Pocket Play is their most ambitious project yet. The soul of this device is the slider. Unlike the clamshell foldables we see from Samsung, a slider allows you to transform from a daily driver phone to a pro gaming machine instantly. But this brings up the biggest engineering nightmare, the ribbon cable. In the old days, these cables would snap after a year of use. AYANEO claims to be using advanced composite materials and precision guide rails to handle the high-frequency sliding of a gamer. The goal? Keep it thin enough to be your only phone, but powerful enough to run high-end emulators. But sliding the screen up introduces a new problem. Where do the joysticks go? This is the part of the video where I need you to comment below. Look closely. Notice anything missing? That's right. No physical analog sticks. Because of the slider design, physical sticks would protrude and smash into the screen, so AYANEO made a bold and frankly risky move. They replaced them with dual circular touchpads. On paper, this sounds great. No moving parts means absolutely zero stick drift. Plus, these pads can double as virtual mice for navigating Android, which is actually super useful. But here's the catch: haptics. Gamers rely on the physical resistance of a stick to know when they've pushed all the way to the edge. A touchpad is just flat. To fix this, AYANEO is likely using advanced X-axis linear motors to simulate clicks and virtual boundaries. But for fighting games or precise FPS aiming, this is going to be a learning curve. It's a control revolution, but are we ready for it? Now, let's talk power. We don't have the confirmed spec sheet yet, but looking at AYANEO's roadmap, we have two likely scenarios. Scenario A, they use the Snapdragon G3x Gen 2. This is the same beast found in their flagship Pocket S. It has a massive GPU overhead. Scenario B, they go with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. This is more optimized for smartphones, balancing battery and heat. My money is on the 8 Gen 3. Why? Thermals. When you slide that screen up, you might expose vents, but this is still a super thin device. A dedicated gaming chip like the G3x Gen 2 might melt a chassis this small. Regardless of the chip, the display looks incredible. We're expecting a 6-inch AMOLED panel running at 120 Hz. Since it's OLED, it's thinner and offers infinite contrast, perfect for those deep blacks in retro games. Strangely enough, AYANEO isn't the only one bringing back the slider this month. Anbernic just dropped the RG Slide. But don't get confused, these are for two very different people. The Anbernic is a budget device, around $179. It's purely for retro gaming. No SIM card, weaker chip. AYANEO Pocket Play? This is a flagship. It has 5G, Wi-Fi 7, and likely starts around $600 to $800. Think of it this way: the Anbernic is a toy you throw in your backpack. The Pocket Play is intended to replace your iPhone and your wallet. But it also has to compete with the kings of Android handhelds, like the Odin 2. The Odin 2 has better battery life and ergonomics simply because it's a giant slab. The Pocket Play sacrifices that comfort for the ability to fit in your jeans pocket. Let's talk money. This is premium tech. If we look at the international pricing trends, we're expecting the Pocket Play to launch between $600 and $799. In specific markets like Vietnam, where handheld culture is huge, import taxes could push this over 20 million VND, putting it in direct competition with a used Samsung S24 Ultra. That's a tough sell. And that brings us to the biggest risk, the jack of all trades, master of none syndrome. By trying to be a phone and a gaming console, it risks having a mediocre camera or a battery that dies by 2 p.m. because it's powering a 120Hz AMOLED and a gaming processor on a 5000 mAh cell. So is the AYANEO Pocket Play the future? For the average user, probably not. It's expensive and mechanical parts are scary, but for the enthusiasts, for the stealth gamers who want to play a few rounds of Hades during a boring meeting without pulling out a giant Steam Deck, this is a dream come true. It combines the nostalgia of the Xperia Play with the raw power of 2025 technology. It's ambitious, it's brave, and honestly, I kinda want one. What about you? Would you give up your physical joysticks for a pocketable slider phone? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for our full teardown when we get our hands on the retail unit. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.